Hi everyone, Bill and Carrie with KB Trucks.
Hello.
We're at Hana. What are we doing?
We are on board the Disney Destiny, and we are going to be checking out the Oceaneers Club.
One of the ways you can enter the Oceaneers Club is on deck 3, and you can check in, and then you can take the tunnel there, or the slide, I should say, that goes down just one level along deck 2 here. So right here they got some Marvel superheroes. On the other side of this is the Marvel Academy, which would be in the open house. A little further down, the Star Wars themed wall. On the other side of this wall is the Star Wars area of the Oceaneers Club, and this is Wreck-It Ralph themed. So we're going to see some murals of Candyland area for the movie. And if you look at the carpet, it's got like chocolate swirls, and this is like a waffle cone type thing. And there's some of the candy cane features. The slide is how kids can get in here from the atrium. Back there is Penelope von Schweetz. There's a better view of Penelope. She's watching you as you come down the slide. On the other side, welcoming you in, is Wreck-It Ralph, and you got the staircase here, decorated like candy. There's the macaroons. I always get those mixed up. We have an open house, so we can go in. This is Carrie's favorite part of the kids' clubs, right, hon?
Yes, I want these hand washers and learn with them.
Yeah. Basically, just stick your hand in here, and they're motion activated, and they'll spin and spray water all over your hands. And soap. As you walk in this area here, we've seen them do like a dance party type here, where like a character like Mickey or Minnie will come out and lead a dance group. Should we go left or right first, honey? Carrie wants to go right. She can't use her words, she just points. What do you want taken out? She points. It's the trash. She can't say trash, she just points at the trash. Hi, beautiful. Good morning. Are you angry? I would like you when you're angry. In these monitors in the area, you can see them drawing characters step by step. Like, I'm not sure who that's going to be yet. There's Olaf and Stitch and the snake from Robin Hood, Princess Tiana. The wallpaper around the hallways, you can see characters from Disney movies, Anna and Elsa, and there's Pocahontas, Blue Fairy, just kind of repeats. So we went right from the entrance, and the first room on our right down that hallway, this is a princess room, so let's go around counterclockwise. This is Belle's library, and you can see some of the characters on the wall. If you listen closely, you can hear the crackling from the fireplace. You can actually see the rose in the middle of the fireplace screen. Of course, it's a fake fire. You don't want a real fire on a cruise ship, I'm sure. And this will change for different scenes throughout the movie. Just a couple seats in here. You just gotta hang out and read. I'm sure that there's some Beauty and Beast references in this case. Oh, there's the magic mirror that Belle could look at, to see the Beast. The one that, Gaston stole from her. There's also a rose in here. I'm assuming that this tea kettle is supposed to be Mrs. Potts. Not this. There's one behind where you can't really see it. That looks like Mrs. Potts, kind of. Let's continue around. This room is based off of Frozen, so you can see the princesses' portraits on the wall. It's kind of got that look to it. Like the windows, you can actually see through the windows, but they have that glass that there's like an emergency exit. And then kids, not adults, kids can use their magic band on the glowing circles here to play games. There's an Olaf reference. Looks like he's made out of yarn, or supposed to be made out of yarn or straw. Looks like there's a table here. You can do some arts and crafts type projects. Let's go to the next room, which is going to be Rapunzel themed. So you can see it's like Rapunzel's room in the tower. Everything's painted all around. Some self-portraits. There's the sun reference from the movie. Hairbrush. And the shells. I think these are supposed to be the shell. I could be wrong. From the movie, she asked Mother Gothel to go get shells so she can make paint. And of course, there's paint brushes and the easel and all that kind of stuff that you would use. And Rapunzel had a height chart. 12, 14, and 16 and 17 years old. Oh, there's 15 that kind of blended in a little bit to me. On the screen here you can see all the lanterns glowing coming up from the castle. On the other wall you can see Pascal, her buddy. Love Pascal, great character. And down below is a frying pan, which was quite the theme throughout the movie. Even Maximus, when he took over, they used the frying pan as their to replace the sword. It's supposed to be a self-portrait of Rapunzel with her long hair watching the lanterns. Kind of hidden behind the dresser here is another Rapunzel selfie. In the hub area you can see the lights on above, so there's Rapunzel's sun, there's the frozen items, and then there's the heart, not the heart, the rose to represent Beauty and the Beast. Okay, it's a snowflake, sorry. It's a snowflake for Frozen. I couldn't see from the angle I was at. I thought it was words maybe. I'll get to the stuff to the left in a second. I'm just going to keep going counterclockwise around. This is the captain's deck. This is the little kids' play area. We got like a little boat that they can sit in. Are these okay? I thought maybe they might have been stuck to the table. You can see some of the main characters. Pluto is to my right, Daisy, Donald, but yeah, a lot of soft items in here that kids can climb on, like a little slide, and here you can actually drive the boat. This looks like there's a little speaker in there. I think there's a button. Nope, that's not a button. There's more of that player. This is a slide. Is that a hidden Mickey? I don't know, but over here on these dials, there's like some little hands. I'm sure those are considered hidden Mickeys. Got one there, another one on the other side, another one of those hands. Could be another hidden Mickey. Looks like you can turn this dial. It'll create water to boil. Little funhouse mirror. Whee! More places to sit and play. You can sit and play anywhere, really. And here's a world map where you can take one of the 6 characters here on a cruise ship anywhere around the world. And then there's the references to the Disney parks, Disneyland, Disney World, Disneyland Paris, then Shanghai, Tokyo, and why am I blanking right now? The other park. Oh, Bill, it's too early in the morning. In between the rooms, there's a restroom, but we're going to go into here where they got some simulators. In the simulator room, this is supposed to be the Spider-Man artwork that go on the back of the ship. So they got, there's the final product, but this is like just a model that they would use. I don't know if it's the model, but this is the model that they would use to help design that. And then they got the spider bots. That's one of the spider bots that you can find on the back of the ship. There's 2 more, but there are the models in here. They got 2 motion simulators so that you can ride rides like that. Looks like Big Thunder Mountain. You're supposed to be able to scan your Magic Band, but that's only if you're a kid. Carrie tried scanning her Magic Band and would not let her do it. The second ride simulator. Runaway train! Here's a model of Disney Destiny and a couple of the carpet samples in the corner. So they used like little models to get a concept of the way how things would look before they build the ships, because that's a lot of money to spend to build a ship without some sort of steps there. You know, like maybe this doesn't look right for some reason, but that's I don't know what the scale here. I'm a rule breaker. In this area in the end, there's a bunch of Disney references. Look like movie posters from around the world. They got some hidden Mickeys over in this area. So you can see Mickey's hand back here in this thing. Donald. And then if you look closely, okay, there's Monsters Inc. How to Fly. I'm sure that's a Peter Pan reference. Lightning McQueen on that mug. I don't know where the tire is from offhand. Sometimes on the tags it'll say where it's from, like this is supposed to be from Star Wars, Disneyland. So this is supposed to be a prop from Star Wars. In between the two ride simulators is a prop shop, which is more Disney related references. Like that sign there, that is from Small World. Got some hats here that are from Disneyland performers. That looks like some sort of a dress. I can't read the tag to see where that's from. One book down there says Tale of the Lion King. I'm not sure if that's a reference to the show here on the ship. There's a couple stickers. Hong Kong Disney. That was the 6th park.
Yeah, I found it earlier.
Well, thanks for letting me know.
Oh, I was waiting for you to finish doing your thing.
More reference up top there. There's like a Peter Pan and train, carousel, some sort of ice cream cone. I'm not sure what the reference is for that offhand. Kilimanjaro Safaris. There's the Pirates of the Caribbean ride from Disneyland, I believe. Mickey's Runaway Railway, which is at Hollywood Studios. Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters at Tokyo Disneyland. Concept art for the Jungle Cruise. There's just too many references in this little thing for me to know them all. Let's go into the Imagineering Lab. More arts and crafts type stuff going on in here. Here's some concept artwork for the Black Panther statue in the Grand Hall. I'm gonna go around here. You got some hard hats and vests. I don't know if the kids wear those. And you can see some concept artwork for some ride vehicles. Oh, those are the simulators that are over here. And then those are the different rooms, the princess rooms. More going around the room. There's a book about the monorail. And they got a lot of Disney references in these cubbies, concept artwork or figurines. This looks like a pair of robotic hands from something. This looks like a ride vehicle concept with Baymax from Big Hero 6. I don't know if these times are accurate, but they're supposed to represent Anaheim, where Disneyland is, Orlando, where Disney World is, and Tokyo. I don't think those times are correct. If I remember hearing this right, the times are actually supposed to be the dates that those parks had opened. So is that August 2nd for Disneyland? And October 1st for Orlando? I can't remember. There's Disneyland Paris, Hong Kong, and Shanghai. Same kind of concept. Some more stuff like vest and tools that Imagineers might use. More concept artwork and props things. Like that mask from the Mandalorian. There's a Dumbo ride, the vehicle, and some concept art. A little dark here for or backlit for my camera. Tron Legacy, the ride at Disney World. Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. This is that effect that you might find in Figment's ride, Journey of Imagination at Epcot. Then you got the butterfly. On the last wall that I haven't showed you is a hand washing station with those cool things that you put your hands in. Now let's go check the other side. Gonna go past the entryway where we came in. More of that artwork that you see come to life on the walls here. We'll go to the thing. Let's go off to the right here first. There's a bathroom for the little ones. Washing stations outside across from there. Star Wars cargo bay. So it's got that Star Wars feel to it, like you're on a ship. And I'm not exactly sure if anything's new here. Looks like got some iPads. I'm not sure what you do on the iPads. We can't do anything because we don't have the kids' bands, but you can tap your band there as a kid where it just lit up to start whatever this is. Creature caretaking activation. Okay, like shipping containers in here, but then in here is one of the creatures. Looks like he's napping with a little porg doll. This guy looks like a slug with some nails blinking at me. Hi, bud. Looks like some sort of galactic map. I don't think that's interactive. The corner, big old table that you can do some projects with. Around there's a cage. It looks like the creature's facing the other way. Let's go to the other side. There's an R2 unit. Does not look exactly like R2-D2. Is that a lightsaber? Or no, that's probably just some tool. Well, there's a porg with her nest with some eggs. She's kind of, you can see her breathing. That's fun. Up above in the bins, you got some droid spare parts, hoses. There's some more references to droids in the Star Wars universe. That looks like it could be one of those connector things that Anakin used on his pod racer. Not quite sure. Of course, a lot of flashing lights and buttons. This looks like it's an X-Wing profile. And next to that looks like there's a couple security cameras from around the ship. Haven't seen any activity or anything in there. Let's go further down the hallway to the Marvel Superhero Academy. So this is supposed to be where kids can train to be superheroes. In the middle here, looks like you got Captain Marvel's uniform, or one of her uniforms. That's the door we came in, and then if you look here, there's a collage with a bunch of Marvel heroes. You know, Iron Man, Captain America, Guardians. And then around the room, you're going to see their weapons. So here, Black Panther, big theme around the ship. You got the necklace that the armor comes out of, and then the sisters' arm blasters. Not sure what they call it. Some concept art from the movie. This is something that the kids can do. They can tap their magic band, and then they can create their own costume. And you'll see the costume come up here, and they can pick their. I think they can pick their weapons or the specialties that come out of their costume. Here's some more items from Black Panther. This is a disc weapon that the guard would use. These are communicator type bracelets. They also have other functions. I believe this is supposed to be vibranium that they use to make like weapons and tools in Wakanda, because it's like the strongest metal on Earth. Also in this spot you can do meet and greets with superheroes, like we've met Spider-Man over here on another cruise. There's Star-Lord, or Peter Quill's outfit from Guardians of the Galaxy, including his Walkman with the awesome Mix Volume 1 tape inside. Another side is another one of those things where the kids can create their uniforms. On this side is Ant-Man references. So there's the Pym particle. I forget what they're called. We're going to see these at World of Marvel when we have dinner there. You can see some of the artwork for that. So these are Pym particles that Ant-Man can use to shrink or grow things. So that's supposed to be a highlighter that got enlarged. It's a reference to the second Ant-Man, World's Greatest Grandma, where the Ant-Man uniform was hidden. Then Pym has some ant colonies over here. Crazy ants and fire ants would not want to be bit by a fire ant. Those can sting a lot. Here's the some concept stuff about the quantum core unit. That's what those things are called. All right, we just finished exploring the Oceaneer Club. There's no S on the end, I guess. Anyway, what do you think, hon?
It's very neat. It's pretty much identical to the one on the Treasure, but still awesome spaces if you have kids.
Yeah.
And the activities and everything. I wish we could play in there.
Yeah, to be a kid again. Oh well. Anyway, hey, please do us a favor, subscribe. About 90% of our viewers are not subscribers. Help the channel grow. Help us reach our next goal of 2,000 subscribers. Do you know what the details about this are, hon?
No,
like the age
absolutely
of the kids
not.
and all that stuff?
I don't have children. I don't know. It's for kids.
Yeah, it's for kids. So we can't go play, but maybe your kid can. Anyway, thanks for joining us. I'm Bill.
I'm Carrie.
You've been watching Cape Trek. Do us a favor, like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you soon. Until then, good luck and have fun.
See ya.